Thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you for everyone. I'm going to put a brief thing, but right now it's going to be just free chat. People with mics, you can use your mic if you want. You can do whatever. The Discord chat will be here forever, pretty much. Well, certainly for at least the next couple of months, because we've kept it from last year. It'll still be here, so you keep using it. I will hopefully have videos posted to YouTube in a couple of days. We had a couple of hiccups on my end. I believe the backup recorder should have something. So between me and the backup recorder, we should get some video and put it up. So we'll, most of the things going on should be preserved, hopefully. There will be the visual podcast thing that I'm going to be trying out sometime in the future. I've got to figure out what to do, but keep an eye out for that. I'll tweet about it as usual. And otherwise, yeah, keep in touch with each other. There are over 100 people that attended this thing, not including speakers. Share your Twitter contact info, keep chatting, because the part of why you paid money to come see this is because that's what this is for, is to meet other like-minded people and talk about cool stuff. I hope everyone learned something today. I certainly did. And yeah, I will open up the floor to everyone. I will probably close out the conference part of this in like 20 minutes, like 6:30. But until then, you can go nuts. All right. Thank you, everyone. It was awesome.
Yes, thank you to every single speaker.
Absolutely. Let's give a round of applause to one Mr. Randy, whatever his last name is. Good job, man. Well done.
Woo! Thank you.
I'm sorry, I was about to say your last name was A, and I'm pretty sure that's not it.
No. Yeah, like that. Whatever. I'm not going to worry about it.
Very good conference. Very good speakers. I even learned a new word today.
Well, next year we're going back to 20 minutes, just because obviously everyone needed more time. So we're going back.
Yeah, I ended up going, like 3 minutes over, I think?
Yeah, I mean, that's why we had the Q&A period. It totally buffered everyone. We had very little Q&A this year, but that's fine.
Yeah, I cut out a bunch of stuff mid-presentation.
Exactly. So, well, that's what you got to do. So, yeah, it was an experiment. It didn't work out. It means we'll have less people next year speaking, but there'll be just more, longer talks that everyone will be more satisfied with. So, should be awesome.
Or hear me out. 24 hour.
24 hours. Yeah, let's do it.
If you volunteer to heard all the cast of that, go ahead. I'm not going to, because I know how painful that is.
like either 12-hour one day or like a 24-hour one, or two 12-hour ones.
Oh my god. Maybe we can do that for
fucking go.
We'll have to entirely change the format. We might be able to do like a 24-hour charity talk stream thing. I don't even know. It'll be interesting.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would actually
be kind of fun, but I'd have to also look up what we are and are not allowed to say on Twitch.
Oh my god.
We call ourselves.
Sure, the rules are different. So.
Okay. I just linked to my speech transcript, which was 3 pages long, and then I immediately went off script, and I still went over.
Nice.
Yep. That is the nature of the beast. Everyone was pretty close, though. No one has really trampled into someone else's time because of the padding. So, but it did work out at the end.
I mean, you say that, but never mind.
I had to step in at like 2 minutes too, but that's fine. That's what my job is.
Yes.
So it's fine.
Yeah, the physical conference.
Oh God. That's something I would love to do, but we tried it once at last AX. It didn't quite work out because everyone was so busy with con stuff, right? We briefly said hi and then like got disrupted, and then everyone ran off to do their own thing.
It would have to be, it would have to be a conference specifically for the topic. Like if it was different things going on, anime things, whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to hurt everybody at the same time.
Theoretically, I guess if I like rented a hotel in a small town in the middle of the country and everyone flew there, and then we cast it from there, maybe that could be doable. We're talking, VN devs are not rich unless we all like do Frank's suggestion and start making $1 million a day. It's gonna be hard to get everyone to spend like the $2,000 to fly to I don't know, like Ohio or what have you, to have
we couldn't even afford a ball pit.
I know.
Oh,
We really can't.
We can
So-
save money by just having it at your place, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be amazing. Seriously. I mean, like I already get, a fair amount of snarky comments are charging $10-15 for people to come here. It is a quality filter. That's why it's there.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But until then, we will do this online.
Until
There are
that
some people
fateful
coming
day.
You could do like a hybrid thing.
I mean, you pay the fee so you can get like in with the networking. I think the networking potential is probably one of the bigger reasons to.
Yeah.
Yeah. GDC might be. We do have a couple of Sekai Project staff that go to GDC. I usually don't go, but they're usually busy with meetings. So I don't know how much time they can devote to hosting even more meetings. You know how that goes between, like, GDC is essentially endless meetings and drinks at bars, right?
Now we can drink in a real bar instead of at our desks.
True. But like that's in GDC is in San
Bar
Francisco,
hopping
isn't it?
with VN devs.
Can you really afford drinking? Seriously drinking at GDC?
Shit,
can't
how
have
far away
that.
is GDC? I didn't make a crack about how far away I live from every other convention. I think GDC is like on the other side of the country.
Yeah, I'm in
It's on the other
Pennsylvania,
side
so
of
pretty
two
much
countries
any
specifically.
gaming convention that I would ever want to go to is 3,000 miles away.
Yeah. That is the problem, which is, like we are a very remote group. Most of our speakers this year are from the essentially what the US time zones, Western Hemisphere. But still, last year we had a couple of guys that were talking in Europe or, like the Mideast area, and it's just, there's no way that they're going to be able to travel.
Dang, that's
Yeah, I think having it be online is good for getting like a wide variety of speakers.
Mm-hmm. Like for now, it seems to be working. One day, when we're all rich, we can deal with it. Get together and let's go make a game that has like like loot boxes, man.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
Loot box visual
Visual
novel.
novel with loot boxes.
They're
God.
cosmetics only, right? Like it's like, yeah, your main character can get a hat or something. I don't.
I mean,
No,
people have
I think
already
it
confirmed.
unlocks the romance scenes. Like I think you open the loot box and it's like, oh man, I got the tentacle scene.
People have already confirmed they're willing to pay like $5 for a PNG of their waifu.
I
I feel it's
know.
a logical evolution.
I mean, hell, people are willing to pay $30 for the chance of a PNG of your waifu. So hey, it is a market. A lot of us are just not willing to go there, but someone will, and someone will make.
That reminds me of the Nikopara OVA. Like the guy paid like how much for that 1 second on scene?
Yeah.
I didn't
Oh,
pay
looking
for
at
it. He
that
paid to support the project specifically.
I know, but I meant it as a joke. I backed that as well. $888.
Yeah. Thank you for your support.
I remember the Homestuck game Kickstarter where a bunch of people paid for their Homestuck trolls become canon, so they appeared in one panel and then they got killed off immediately.
Monetizing.
That is-
man.
I'm just sad that no one paid for a Catboy. In the FAQ, it said that they would allow Catboys for the Nikopara OVA. I'm surprised no one paid for a Catboy.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's like they would be the first person to establish a male cat character in that universe, right? No one jumped at that.
I can see why it didn't work out.
Yeah. Well,
At the end of Nekopara 3, they talked about like what else could we potentially do? ? And it's just like,
Well, there's one character we haven't looted.
I mean, like they
Yeah,
originally
I think
a lot of
we
these
could
things start episodically, and they're like, we never thought this would take off, but hey, we made money enough to make a second game, so okay.
and then we made up to do a lot more.
Yeah, that's the thing about this business, right? You're never sure. You can be fairly sure that something might do okay. Even then, you can be wrong, but you are never sure if something's going to take off.
I mean, that's true.
It's like Nekopara is like the 5th best rated game on Steam of 2017.
Yeah, it's like we all knew that was going to do okay. Like we knew that like if we did it, it's like really hard to lose money on such a proposition. but you can't plan that it's going to be like making you $1 million. Like if you plan that way, you're going to be in for a hard time.
Just. I'm trying to keep my mouth shut about Nekopar. Anyway.
It's a hot topic. Oh well, there are other things.
Like Sakura.
Oh no.
All right.
I know what y'all are trying to do, and it won't work.
It's like throwing landmines just freely.
Yeah, right? Like
Yeah.
Just nope, I'm not going to take the bait.
moving
I
on
recommend-
from that
Moving on.
disastrous fucking topic that we're not gonna touch.
Well, actually, someone asked earlier in Discord about VR visual novels. I actually think that's kind of interesting. Like, I don't know how many of you played Project Lux, but virtual reality for visual novels seems like the next big technology advance.
Yeah.
That would
The
be
thing about
interesting.
VR is that it's the development for that it's a major jump in required skills to get there.
Mocap is fucking expensive.
It's gotten so much cheaper. It's lost a couple of zeros to the price tag, but still, yeah, it's
Well,
expensive.
Compared to the, I can get a commission an artist for $15. Cheap? No.
Yeah, I mean, hell, like
3D
I have,
modeling, skeleton models, lighting, rendering.
yeah,
It's the whole fucking.
yeah, it's a whole development chain. You actually become something like a mini like developer of like that's emulating AAA type stuff. It's not cheap.
Somebody should make one of those like virtual desktop things just for playing visual novels, and just make it like a little space with a TV that you sit in and play them.
And then you can hang your virtual
like an
waifu,
old
and that's
VR
the proposition. Your virtual room, your virtual waifu.
There's like body pillows all over the room.
Oh my god. Dude, we can make loot boxes for the body pillows.
Yeah, totally.
All right, this is the seller. I like this.
What do you call some?
All right, let's get on this.
I
Someone
know
Echo,
how quickly the VR is going to take off in the sector. I don't think it's quite at the point where it's it's not taking off quite yet, but it's kind of getting there. Like maybe give it like a year or two if it keeps its momentum. Because like big corporations are backing it, but it still doesn't have like the vast market share in like the audience or the developers. Like right now, developers are taking very safe risks with it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not really taking off. Like the indie community might like embrace it if it weren't for like the production costs. But you see stuff like Project Lux with higher production values, so it might be a step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those things where it's like the first mover is almost guaranteed to lose money, and it's whether they're willing to plow money into it.
Mm-hmm. The install base is just going to be an obstacle for a while.
Right.
Yeah, that's the main. Is nobody has the headsets because they're all too expensive. All the good ones, anyway.
And the computer to power it also.
Yeah.
So as that gets better, except for Intel, just all their processors now are 30% shittier. So hey,
How prevalent are VR cafes? I only know like one in my immediate area. I'm not sure if they're more prevalent like in like South Korea or Japan or something like that. Like VR cafes would probably be like a good investment.
Yeah, it's a good way to do it, especially for such expensive hardware.
I was just wondering if it took off anywhere in the world. I haven't really heard anything about them as a cultural advance.
Yeah, it's not quite at that point. Like I've seen like those little VR demos in malls and things, but they're not. It's a long way from having a VR like run what you want situation.
Yeah, because it's the technology to have the peripheral alone, more or less, to be able to run any of the games is expensive. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to see. Honestly, you have a better chance just on price point doing an augmented reality visual novel before you do a virtual reality one, just because it's cheaper from what I've seen to do augmented reality. But I could be wrong. Like, I don't know who's planning a Pokemon Go Otome game.
You walk around and meet hot kiss guys.
You know what? We're not talking about Kiss Boys right now.
What we need is Kiss Dog Boys.
You know what?
Oh.
But yeah, just it would be like Pokemon, and I'm only giving out this idea because I have no intention of doing it myself. But it will be an app on your phone. You walk around to these locations with either an installed character or you meet the character in augmented reality. Boom, done. You have the same structure as a visual novel. It's just not run the same way. Then I think Cherish did something along those lines. It's just all in game.
Probably.
I think Love Plus does something like that for like the Nintendo DS in Japan.
Yeah. Oh wow. It brings back the memories.
But yeah, that's, you know what now.
That game had a feature you introduced your 2D girlfriend to your parents. Your actual parents.
So basically, hey, you want to get punched in the face?
I mean, there are people. There was a guy there that got married to his 2D waifu on his Game Boy. So, who am I to judge?
Well, there's a company that gives out like $50 benefit if you marry a virtual girlfriend.
Jesus, Ryan.
I mean, if the money's good, I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
But you gotta do it for love, not for the money.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
I'm leaving that one alone.
We're rapidly entering an area.
You are now entering the shitpost realm.
I don't even know how to describe it, but yeah, we're totally in a zone right now.
I mean, if you have, I mean, you can kind of explain playing in traffic because you're trying to catch Pokemon. You can kind of explain that. How do you explain? Oh yeah, the virtual 2D girl on my phone is trying to take me on a date, and the date just so happens to be in the middle of a four-way intersection.
So people are all linking their Twitters. I gotta get in on that action.
Yeah, I don't even know how that started. Did it? Boom.
Up vote, up like, up subscribe.
All right, we're almost at 6:30. I'm probably gonna close this down so that I can start figuring out what to do with this video insanity. Now there's a new release posted by RenPy, like PyTom. 6.99.14 pre-release.
One day we will get 6.7. One day.
Someday.
7.0. Well, that's the fun thing about version numbers. You can just do whatever you want with them. So 7 might not ever come. You might just keep adding nines and adding digits, and someday.
Yeah, 6.999999999.
That's Xeno's release number.
We're never gonna do 7. Or it could be like when they the LaTeX way, the typesetting thing for like academics, like the version number is actually digits of E, I think. So it's 2.17, and every time they make an update, just add another digit. It just keeps going.
Nice.
Why not?
Mm-hmm. I like it. I like it.
Oh yeah, the tech layout engine is like amazing. Everyone can recognize it from a mile off if you're familiar with it because it's so good. Yeah, and some libraries are built around it, so it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we are about done for this year. Thank you everyone for coming, and I will close this out, and then you can catch us on YouTube later, hopefully, once I get all the video set up. But continue talking on Discord, continue doing all the awesome stuff you guys do every day. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna close this out, guys.
Thanks, Randy.
Thanks, Randy.
Have a good
Thanks,
night.
everyone.
Have a good dinner.
Yeah, have a good night.
Night.
Good night.
The YouTube link, I will post it, but the videos won't be up for a couple of days. I'll send an email out to all the email addresses I have with when the videos go up, because I have to receive the files, cut the files, upload the files, and they have to be chewed through by YouTube for their own processing. So it takes like a couple of days probably for that to happen. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. All right. See you guys.
Bye.
See you guys. And we did.
Mm.